first, you see what you see in so many places in Africa. The noisy streets, busy markets, the controlled, consensual chaos of daily commerce. But look just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, and you'll see it's so different here from its neighbors, from anywhere, really. A rebuke to those who paint a whole continent as a monolith of despair or Islam as something to be feared. Senegal turns simple-minded assumptions and prejudice on their heads at every turn.
How did you come to know and like and love this country?
I think it was just listening and watching and thinking, gosh, this is quite different to all the other countries I know. For a start, the language. You've heard Wallo?
Yes.
Sometimes you think people were quarreling.
Right.
And they're not. They're loving. They're laughing.
Ophebia Quist-Arcton is the NPR Africa correspondent. She's of Ghanaian descent, but has made Dakar, the Senegalese capital, her home for over 10 years.
The Senegalese are easy to get on with, and they care about you. And I guess that's what we all want as human beings, isn't it? To be loved, to be cherished, and I found that here. I won't be here forever, because I'm from Ghana, but I will be visiting forever, because there are no two Senegals. I mean, c'est vraiment un pays extraordinaire. I think the Senegalese are extraordinary. They're open. They welcome you. And for me, that about makes a good place to live.
I fear I come with this assumption that Senegal will be yet another failed state or yet another state that has gone through a really terrible post-colonial period that never really, that transitioned badly.
You'll know that Senegal is one of the few countries never had a coup d'etat. And I think that just makes such a huge difference to a nation. We're in a 90+% Muslim country.
Right.
Their first president, a Catholic, who governed for 20 years. And of course, there were elements of repression, but not as we've seen in many other African countries.
Europeans first reached West Africa in the mid-15th century, bringing with them the usual things: an industrialized slave trade, subjugation, the rule of the many by the very few. In the carving up of a continent, it was France that got Senegal. And commanding a favored status within France's West African colonial holdings, the Senegalese gained full rights as French citizens in the late 1800s. With independence in 1960, power passed bloodlessly and with stunning cordiality. Though overwhelmingly a Muslim country, Senegal elected Léopold Senghor, a Catholic, as their first president. And from that time on, Senegal has enjoyed a moderate political and religious climate unique almost anywhere in the world.
Well, food is great when cultures meet, you know, because the colonial power brought their food culture. I think that's what makes great food. And Senegal is great for that because of its geographical location. It's a crossroad. I think that's what makes the food quite unique here.
Pierre Cham is a chef, restaurateur, and cookbook author who was born and raised here at Dakar. His books are absolutely fundamental references when investigating Senegalese cuisine.
This is Senegalese favorite fish. It's called chof. It kind of tastes like grouper, so I think we should have it. Grilled fish.
Senegal has famously delicious food, flavors and often ingredients that should be eerily familiar to any fan of Southern cooking. We meet at Cour de Cassation Beach, serving food just the way I like it. A shack on the water, catch of the day, cooked up out back.
This whole thing is illegal, actually.
Right.
They don't have
But
a
I mean, they
license.
continuously operate. I mean,
But every once in a
technically-
while I come and it's closed, the police shuts them down.
right, and then they come
And
back.
then they come back, you know.
Oh, these are supposed to be good, right? This is local beer.
That's the
This is
local
the
beer.
finest of the local beer.
Well, it's considered the people's beer. It's the cheapest one.
Oh, well,
Yes.
figures. I'm a cheap date. You want to hide these?
Actually,
and,
they just put it under the table, actually.
you know what I'm going to do. Here.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Welcome to Dakar.
Thank you. So, I'm really interested in your story. I mean, you were born here.
Yeah. right here in Dakar.
Right here in Dakar.
Yeah.
Went to New York.
Yes.
I mean, I'm jumping ahead some, but
First job in New York was a restaurant job, like
Of course.
every immigrant.
Right.
You know, I was a busboy actually, but from a busboy, just fell in love with what was happening behind the kitchen, because, you know, I come from a culture where kitchen is a women activity, you know, so it's like I'd never seen men cooking.
what was the type of cuisine you were learning?
Mostly American, continental American, and
Yeah.
then it turned into Jean-Claude was French bistro.
Right.
From Jean-Claude, boom, opened around the corner. I was like early 90s.
Wait a minute, boom, on Spring Street.
On Spring Street.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I used to work at that store. Before it was called WPA. So we work in the same restaurant kitchen.
Same kitchen.
Downstairs,
basement
kitchen was downstairs. Yeah.
I can't believe this, man, because Boom was really the defining moment for me. And Boom had like this global ethnic / Italian.
So you saw a window to start introducing West African flavors.
Yeah.
And it worked. People were receptive to that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tonight, we're having yassa, made with the local fish called chof. Cooked simply, on the bone, wrapped in foil, and steamed over the fire. Served with a mignonette-type sauce of onions.
Oh, yeah.
Grilled mussels, sea urchin.
Grilled mussels, cool. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'm starving. I mean, I'm really hungry. So, what distinguishes Senegalese cuisine from the neighbors?
I think we have the best food in the continent.
You've traveled in the American South?
Yeah.
I mean, you notice some things about the food?
That's familiar. It's familiar.
I mean, look, like shrimp and grits. Okay, I mean, I've eaten shrimp and grits in Africa many times. I mean, they call it something else.
Exactly. I think the most interesting part of American food is our contribution.
How did you feel when you first turned on TV and you see some, you know, rich white lady and she says, well, we're about to do, you know, this is an old family recipe, you know, an American classic, a traditional favorite. And I said, wait a minute, that's
mine.
That's mine. I mean, happy, proud, pissed off, what?
Oh yeah, proud, happy to, no, not pissed off. No, I wasn't never pissed off. I thought, I think food is such a great way of uniting people, you know. It's like breaking barriers. Food is not only about feeding yourself here. In Senegal, it's a whole culture. The most important value is what we call teranga. The more you share, the more your bowl will be plentiful. It's not how much you have, it's how much you give. That's what matters in Senegal. So teranga is that culture.
The call to prayer, 5 times a day, every day. But Friday at 2 p.m. is the most important. Dakar shuts down as people head to the mosque. The invocation of the muezzin reverberates throughout the city. The mosques fill to capacity. People spill onto the sidewalks and streets. They pray where they can. In Senegal, the majority of people are Sufi Muslims, practicing a mystic form of Islam, which is often considered more tolerant.
Senegal is very different from other countries. We are very tolerant. We also have, in Senegalese family, Christian married to Muslim, Muslim married to Christian. So you don't really know exactly who's Christian, you don't really know who's Muslim.
It is a comfortable assumption that Islam is oppressive to women, that it allows no room for personal expression, that it forces women to hide themselves. These ladies, however, make that argument more complicated. Fama Diouf is a photographer. Umi Nador is a journalist and television presenter. Mignel Tall is an entrepreneur and owner of a group of salons. As the country changes, many, if not most, have adopted the cultural values and styles of the West. However, 2 of these women have chosen to wear the traditional hijab.
A lot of people who watch this, particularly women, look at the hijab in particular as an instrument, at very least as an instrument of male oppression. What would you say to them?
For me, religion is a personal thing, and I decided to get this. So why people keep on asking me every day, why?
Well, I think the simple answer is that what to you is a personal lifestyle choice looks to much of the world like a political choice.
It is a choice for me.
Yeah.
So some of Senegalese girls, they have choice to wear Western clothes. I have also the right to wear Arab fashion.
In a way, the reason behind it for every Muslims will be modesty. Whether you come from a rich background or a poor background, people should not judge you on the way you dress. She doesn't want you to be like, oh my gosh, I loved her hair. Oh, the earrings. Oh, the watch. No. You see us as something threatening, but we are just here in peace.